All right, State Trooper Ken Watson, Florida Highway Patrol. At approximately 7:48 this morning, a student was on his bicycle traveling to school. He was northbound. At approximately 7:49, a black Chevy Silverado, who was traveling westbound on Weber, came to a complete stop at the stop sign and then began to make her turn. Unfortunately, she did not see the 9-year-old bicyclist. At that point in time, the bicyclist was struck by the vehicle and drug approximately 15 feet. At this point in time, that child has been taken to Doctors Hospital in critical condition. The driver remained on scene, and the investigation is ongoing at this time. Florida Highway Patrol asked anyone that has any information on this crash, if they saw anything prior to or during the event, please give the Florida Highway Patrol a call. You can do so on your cell phone by simply dialing star FHP, which is star 347.
And look at Jackie, where was the SUV and where was it turning?
The SUV was right on Weber wanting to turn left. So there was a stop sign that vehicle was at. Came to the complete stop, looked but unfortunately did not see the bicyclist.
Was she distracted?
She simply did not see the bicyclist. Now at this time we are interviewing all parties involved, and at that point we'll go ahead and release another informational data point.
What was the bicyclist doing?
Bicyclist was going to school, and they were traveling within that bike lane.
So they were following all the rules?
At this point in time, it appears so.
And they were headed the bicyclists headed what direction?
The bicycles were northbound.
Were they, so he was with his sister and his
That
brother?
is correct. Nope. Just the two.
Just his sister.
Sister and the brother, both traveling. The sister had successfully navigated that intersection. Everyone had stopped. Unfortunately, they did not see the brother, who was directly behind his sister.
And Ken, this is the last week of school, right?
I believe it is. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the last week of school.
Do you have a message you want to share with drivers?
Without question, we have to understand that even though this is the last week of school, a lot of these children are walking and biking to school. We want to make sure that at those four-way stops that everyone is doing their best to look all directions before pulling out. We all have a habit of looking to the left because that's where oncoming traffic would be. You have to remember to take that look to the right again to make sure there are no pedestrians and cyclists within the roadway.
I know the case is still under investigation. Do you know if anyone did not properly follow the law, whether it's the driver or these bicyclists?
Right now, everything is still under investigation. I want to make sure that we are firm in our beliefs before we make a statement as to exactly what happened.
Can you tell us the latest condition on the boy?
It is still very critical.
Tracy was saying that the school district has asked for extra lighting and safety measures at this intersection. Can you talk about the dangers that you guys have seen at this intersection?
We have not seen many crashes at this particular intersection. You have to remember, this is a residential neighborhood. Most of the vehicles do travel very slowly through here. Again, during the early morning hours and when school lets out mid-afternoon, that is when we have to take an abundance of caution while behind the wheel. Want to make sure that we're doing everything right. The bottom line is this: as an adult, when you're behind the wheel of a car, it is your responsibility to watch out for the children who do not always make these good decisions. We want to make sure that we're protecting our most vulnerable users of the roadway, as well as being sure that at these crosswalks, take that extra look before pulling out.
And tell us more. You said the boy was dragged 15 feet by this SUV?
At this point, it appears that occurred. The investigation is still ongoing. We're doing everything we can to piece this together as quickly and professionally as possible.
And Tracy said the principal was on scene. Was that after or?
That was after the fact. The entire school faculty has been advised. Their police chief is also out here. They're doing everything they can to make sure that the family is going to have everything that they need during this critical event. No. Unfortunately, this is a tragic crash. Yeah, you're welcome. Guys, I'm going to be hanging out for a little bit. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
turning out this way.
that truck was right there.
Okay.
The truck wanted to make a left, turning this way.
Okay.
The bicycles were coming this way to school.
And they're on this side of the street?
No,
here.
this side.
Oh, okay.
This side.
And they were in the road, not in the sidewalk?
Right in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going up this way.
Yes. Correct. Yeah, and then you can see his bicycle, John.
Yeah.
No. The one in this
Oh.
there, and then the bike's right there. No, you're fine.